Hi, and welcome back to Temple Baptist Church Online Devotion. I'm glad that you're with me this afternoon. Continue to look at the fruits of the Holy Spirit. And today we find ourselves looking at that fruit of the Holy Spirit, which is gentleness. Gentleness is a fruit of the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is working in my life, and I trust that He's working in your life to help you be as gentle as Jesus was and as gentle as God really has been with us. Gentleness is the quality of being kind. It's the quality of being tender, of being mild-mannered. Biblically speaking, the Greek word rendered here in Galatians chapter 5 and verse 22, 23, gentleness, can also be used to represent humility and meekness in a person's life. The person who shows care and respect for others through their speech and through their actions is seen as a humble person, a meek person, a gentle person. And Jesus certainly showed care and respect to others through His speech and His actions to help those who were in need. Paul, over in Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 2, pairs this word gentleness with the word lowliness. So it's the idea that we are humble. And we can be humble and we can be meek because God is who He is. And so because the presence and the power of God is at work in our life and through our life, we can just rely upon Him. We don't have to be forceful. We don't have to present ourselves and take the initiative in front of others. We can allow God to move and work and use us in a gentle, meek, humble, lowly way. I want you to look at the verses that are coming up on your screen. Gentleness is not timidity. Gentleness is not timidity. Paul describes himself as having the meekness and gentleness of Christ, yet we also see that he is not timid. And when we look at the New Testament, we know that Paul was in no way timid. To Paul, there is every need for gentleness, but no place in the Christian's life for timidity. He knows that he is in a spiritual war, and timidity in the midst of a spiritual battle will likely result in death. And so look at this passage as I read it. It comes from 2 Corinthians chapter 10, 1 through 5. It says, "Now I, Paul, myself, am pleading with you by the meekness and gentleness of Christ, who in presence am lowly among you, but being absent am bold toward you. But I beg you that when I am present, I may not be bold with that confidence by which I intend to be bold against some who think of us as if we walked according to the flesh. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war according to the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty in God for pulling down strongholds, casting down arguments, and every high thing which exalts itself against the knowledge of God, bringing every thought into captivity to the obedience of Christ." Gentleness is knowing when and how to walk in the Spirit, in the humbleness like Jesus had, allowing the Holy Spirit to work through you, yet not being timid in any way, knowing that a spiritual battle rages, and it's our job to stand and to stand firm against all that Satan is doing, to pull down us and to break apart the church. Gentleness is the fruit of the Holy Spirit. And it's there so that the Holy Spirit can use you to glorify Christ. At Temple Baptist Church, We would love to help you with that. If you don't have a church home, come and join us. We meet on Sundays at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. for Sunday morning service, at 6 p.m. for Sunday evening service, and then at 7 p.m. on Wednesday for prayer and Bible study. If you don't have a church home, come and join us here at Temple. God bless you, and I hope you have a great day. We'll see you next time.